It is May 23rd, 2004. Mm-hmm. Very significant date in my life. Absolutely. My mom was born May 23rd. God rest her soul. She died on Valentine's Day, 2002. Miss her dearly. If you've never heard me talk about my ma, I have in other videos, but I'll recap it right now. Our dad died when I was 14. I think my brother was 12 and my sister was 8. But my mom was all of a sudden a single parent. Yeah, crazy. And back then, Dad was running his own real estate business, and albeit small, that's what he was doing for a living. And Mom was a stay-at-home housewife, dealing with us 3 monkeys. So all of a sudden, she had to raise 3 kids, and she had no formal education or training to get a job. So she quickly went to secretarial school and passed that, got a job at the Royal Bank of Canada as a secretary, and climbed the ranks within that corporation. And I believe in the end, before she retired, she was senior loans officer. So at the same time, she formed a little cleaning company called W4 Cleaning Services, because there was 4 of us now in the family, W being Weimer. And with that little company, she had us as a family clean the Royal Bank after closing hours to earn extra money. So my mom was a fucking champion. She was. She didn't fucking pity pot and poor me and all this sort of shit. She, she took the challenges that were thrust upon her and made good, kicked ass, and raised us 3 little hellions as best she could. So there you go. Sadly, like I said, she passed away from cancer in the end. And even while she was fighting cancer, I never heard that woman complain and bitch and moan and poor me, this and that. No. So, and also on the 23rd, 2 years ago, my practice wife left. She split on my son and I. Went her own way. So she left on the 22nd, and the 23rd became the first official day of our physically not living together. She fucked off to Alberta. So, what are you guys doing? You don't know, and you don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, she timed that nicely, didn't she? Left on the anniversary of my mom's birthday, which actually doesn't really matter. That's neither here nor there. And also on the 23rd, a year ago, and if you're following, so that's a year after we'd been separated, and a year ago, yesterday, or last year. Holy fuck, I fucked that up. Anyways, you get it. Last year, Sherry and I formally recognized our relationship. And started seeing each other. Yeah, so there you go. That's May 23rd. Pretty weird how all that happens. I guess the universe wants the 23rd to stand out in my mind for some reason. But you know, I was reflecting, as I do, because I always fucking reflect. My brain never sleeps. That's why I'm an insomniac. Uh, I, I was thinking back to when my stepdad had his 80th birthday about 6 years ago, 5 years ago. And during his birthday, he got up and did a speech. And in that speech, he got very somber and serious. And he said, "There's one person I need to thank most of all for everything in that room, the banquet hall we were hosting his birthday." And he says, "Actually, you know what? I'm going to go this way." He says, "I need to thank my first wife." His practice wife. I know I shouldn't say practice, but it's kind of funny, and I'm an idiot that way. So he says, I need to thank first and foremost my first wife, because everything he has that's good in his life is because of her. And he proceeded to explain himself, and I didn't understand at that time really what he was going on about. But he said all his kids and their kids and grandkids wouldn't have been possible without his first wife. And if him and his first wife didn't split up, he wouldn't have fallen in love with my mom and married her. So that's his explanation. And at the time, I didn't give it much thought. I understood it on the, you know, on the surface level. I understood that. But it's not until now I find myself deeply understanding what he meant. And yeah, it's because I'm finding myself in the very same situation. For sure. Because if it wasn't for my first wife, my practice wife, I know, I'm so childish sometimes, I wouldn't have my son. I wouldn't. And if she didn't leave the way she did, like fuck off to another province, him and I probably wouldn't have a relationship. I mean, we'd always be father and son, you know what I mean, but now him and I live together, which is awesome. He's going to university and doing really well, and yeah, it's incredible. And if she wouldn't have left, I wouldn't have met Sherry. And wow, I mean, Sherry, what can I say? Oh my God, that woman. I love her so much. Now she lives with Caleb and I. And not a day goes by where her and I don't share a good laugh and have a good time. Not a day. And it's just incredible. And the connection her and I have, I tell you, that's my soulmate. Without a doubt. And wow. So there you go. And because we had a house and stuff we had to liquidate, and our separation was abnormally fucking perfect because those things aren't normal. I was left with a shit ton of assets, cash, if you will, and investments. So I didn't turn around and buy a house. I've invested all my money and it's doing rather splendid. And I should be able to retire in 4 years, touch wood. That'll make me 60 years old. Not many people can say that these days with the cost of living. But there you go. So I got a lot to be thankful for. My ex-wife making all this possible. So there you go. And I know she's butthurt that I've moved on, but sorry, you're the one that left. you initiated what should have happened years ago. So you can be hurt all you want. It's over and done with now. I think she wanted us to be best of buddies and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just a wild guess on my half. But we're not. May 23rd. That's what that's all about, everybody. That's what that's all about. So yeah, incredibly thankful. Madly in love. Comfortably, financially comfortable, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to go now, so suck it. And my kid is doing really well. And romance is doing really well. So there you go. Now I understand what my father meant at his 80th birthday when he said he has his first wife to thank for everything. Dun, dun, dun. All right, that's it. That's it. That's all I want to say. May 23rd. It's a happy day. It really is. Just weird how the universe wants May 23rd to be very significant for me. No complaints. Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. If you made it this far, thank you.